Good evening and welcome back down to East Midlands Airport. So we're live flight action, streaming on this Thursday evening. If you give me just a couple of minutes while we finish setting up, and we'll be right with you. The One Air 747 in a little early this afternoon, straight in front of us, just being pushed back onto stand. So just finish setting up here, and then we will be straight on that one. Okay, the last few bits to set up. We do have an aircraft just on final approach, so I'll try and get that one very quickly. So we'll leave that one just in front of us for the time being and head around to catch the first arrival on the stream. Jet 2 service in from Gran Canaria this evening. And the weather not too bad just yet. It's still a bit cold. Not as foggy as it was on Tuesday evening. So this aircraft just passing through 1,000 feet now, registration ending Foxtrot Yankee. Flight time of just over 4 hours this evening. That one just rolling out onto 09 now. Zero 09 ops again here at East Midlands this evening. Quite fortunate on the last stream, just as we finished, those operations switched. So we managed to catch the last arrival onto 09, and just as we were leaving, the first couple of aircraft onto 27 made an appearance. So good job we finished when we did. But thank you for joining us again down here at East Midlands this evening. We're streaming till about 9 p.m. So there should be a few more movements of get my words out, a few more frequent movements this evening. Hello Tina, yep, not too bad, thank you very much. Hope you are as well. You hope you're good. So next aircraft inbound this evening is the DHL 777 in from Bengaluru. That one with a flight time of around 10 hours and 20 minutes this evening. Registration on that one ending Lima Papa. Aircraft is coming up to 4.5 years old. We'll stick with the 747 in front of us. Whilst that 777 makes its way into East Midlands this evening. That one just south of Burton-on-Trent now. The one in front of us in from Astana. Just a couple of hours ago, landing just after 3:20 this afternoon. That one was a bit further up the DHL apron, but since been pushed back into this parking position. Hello Deborah, thank you very much for joining us this evening. Not too sure if that one had the emergency or not. Yeah, not that otherwise up on this one, unfortunately. So if anyone's got any information about this one, do let us know in the chat. So just put it away. If anybody is happy to be a moderator on the live streams, and I said at the towards the end of the last live stream, if anybody is interested in doing so, let me know and I'll add you on this evening. So just panning it away from that 747, 777 is on final now. Another clear evening so far, so hopefully it stays this way. We'll stick with this 777 as it makes its way in now, just a couple of minutes from touching down, just west of Melbourne, making its way into runway 09 this evening. So hopefully a bit more traffic earlier on. I think there were a couple of delays. The New York service that was due in around 20 minutes time, that one is delayed by about 60 minutes this evening. So is the 777 in from Cincinnati. That one is due about 7:15 now. Was just after 10 to 7. So not too much of a delay. And we'll catch up on that radar once this 777 has made its way in. Okay, thank you very much, Deborah. I shall add you now. There you go, hopefully that works. There you go, the 777 in there. Catch up with that one as it taxis back round in the next couple of minutes. That one in from Bengaluru this evening, landing just shy of 10 hours and 25 minutes. Endurance on its flight over this afternoon. It looks like due to those delays, we won't see very many more arrivals for the next 50 minutes or so. So the DHL 767 and 777 making their way over from New York and Cincinnati this evening. Just a few unfortunate delays to this evening's stream. Hopefully though not too long to wait on those arrivals. Yeah, thank you very much, Deborah, for that. Thank you for volunteering to be a modder on the channel. It's most appreciated. Really do appreciate it. And Tina, if you want to join in as well on the moderator side, just let me know. Let's just take a quick closer look at that 747 as the DHL 777 makes its way towards us. See if we can find any more information on that 747. It does look like it is the one that was departing out to Zaragoza. Get a close up of that registration. Yeah, there we go. So it does look like the one that was outbound from Cardiff earlier this afternoon. And, just reading up, does look like it made a mayday call as well after its departure. Problem with its #1 engine. So that's probably the reason why it made its way up to East Midlands this afternoon. So I didn't get a chance to get clued up on that one. There we go. Problem with its engine this afternoon. Triple 7 just making an appearance. Pause on that one now. Should change a few things over. We've got the Dragonfly Beach King just in front of us. So maybe more of ground movements hour rather than arrivals and departures. East Midlands currently, it's a few aircraft buzzing around, so we'll see what we catch on the stream. those early evening arrivals still making their way over towards East Midlands this evening. There we go, that one off to Blackbush this evening. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, just a small Beach King departing out this evening. So let's have a look at that 777 that just arrived in from Bengaluru. Sure all the equipment is coming up. Yeah, that's no problem, Tina. No problem at all. Oops. Sorry, I've got the umbrella above me again this evening, so let's just lock that tripod off. It's just a slight breeze, so it's taking it with it. There we go, shouldn't have any more sort of movements, hopefully. Okay, just another small inbound this evening. The National Police Service Vulcan on final approach. Let's just spin round and catch that one. Somewhere out there. There we go. That one, see what that's been today. All over the place. Looks like that started off in Teesside, making its way down over the over towards Preston and Formby. Skirting around Liverpool and straight back into East Midlands. Flight time on that one, 1 hour and 45 minutes today. Just a bit of an extended hop down this afternoon, or should I say evening. And good evening to everybody joining us in the chat. Good to have you all with us again on this, always another cold evening down at East Midlands. Not as foggy as it was on Tuesday though, for the time being, so hopefully the weather stays like this for us. Right. Just lock that off. Sorry, wind just taking the umbrella out. The 777 in front of us in from Bangalore earlier. And hopefully not too long before the next arrivals into East Midlands this evening. Just a slight delay to the scheduled cargo services in. The DHL 767 making its way up. That is just south of Leicester at the minute. It's passing through 9,200 feet. And was making its way in from Leipzig this evening. 12 years of age on that airframe. Just a flight time, just a touch over 1 hour and 20 minutes. The inbound service from JFK operated by another 767. Still over the Atlantic at the minute, heading towards the coast of Ireland. That one just passing through an area of bad weather. Looks like that's marked as an area of turbulence on the map. That one still has around an hour and 10 minutes to run. So just over an hour before we see that one land into East Midlands this evening. And the 777 in from Cincinnati, just a few minutes behind the inbound JFK service. That one with around an hour and 15 minutes left to run this evening. Again, heading on the same path as that 767. So about 5 minutes now before the DHL 767 arrives with us. The weather relatively calm at the minute. slight bits of wind. The windsock is dancing around just 100 metres or so from us. Still very much pointing in the direction of 09 this evening. And just another Beach King in the distance. Usual service in from Barrow-in-Furness this evening. That one just passing overhead Burton on Trent now. And that one is probably 5 minutes or so out. It should make its way in first before the 767 in from Leipzig. So that Beach King just away off in the distance, a bit too far out to pan across. Once that one gets a bit closer, we'll watch it in onto 09. So thanks to everybody who joined us so far this evening down at East Midlands. Second stream of the week for us, first being on Tuesday, where we managed to achieve our first 1,000 subscribers. So thank you to everybody who made that possible. We're very much hoping to build on that as well, so everybody's support is very much appreciated. So just a couple of minutes before that Beach King touches down this evening, so we'll pan across and watch this one in. You see the cloud just starting to draw in the distance. Just a tiny slither of light in the cloud there. Just a short hop down for that one this evening, the 767 on final line. And across and watch this one in. Just 30 seconds or so before this one touches down now. There we go, that's 767 in from Leipzig this evening. Flight time of around an hour and 30 minutes by the point of touching down this evening. Registration on that one ending Lima Sierra. Yeah, thank you, Ryan. It's good to see you in the chat this evening. Some good information there on that earlier inbound 747 from Ryan. So a quick pan over to that 10747 then. Quick zoom in. Can get my hand underneath. There we go. So it is all offline now. See if we can get a close-up look of that one. There you go. Looks like maybe a couple of lights on the flight deck there. See if we can increase that frame rate there. A bit more light. So not an airframe we managed to usually catch on these evening streams. Just a shame that one declared an emergency this afternoon and making its way back into East Midlands. There's a lot of 777s again in tonight rain. All DHL this time though. Well, all DHL livery, should I say. Just pan across, take the frame back down slightly. And across and catch that 767 as it taxis towards us. Bit of a mismatched nose cone on that one. Radar. Sounds like just a single engine aircraft in the background there. Have a look at that in a minute. The Marshall just guiding that 767 in there to its stand. There's definitely something in the distance there, but I can't see it. So quick pan around, we'll just leave that 767 for a minute. It sounds like a single engine aircraft anyway. There we go, looks like a Piper straight in front of us there. Stuart, thank you very much for joining us this evening. Yeah, all's good here. Hope you are too. Hope it went well today. So nothing pinging up for this one on the radar. These don't usually appear for a little while until they've taken up. Catch up with that one in a bit. May just be out for a bit of night training. Just that one now will depart straight down on 09 there. So that's a quick pan across back to that 767. Which one it was then? There are quite a few on stand. Curious that one, the registration looks familiar. We're just taxiing onto the runway there. Quite literally is pitch black on the ground. You can't see anything at all. Just don't see the nav lights on it. Other than that, it's in complete darkness. Yeah, we just departed a bit out of sight anyway. Let's have a look at the other traffic on the DHL ramp this evening. Looks like the ground crew just moving in there to open that forward door. That Piper just showing up on the radar now. So he don't usually show up until they've got a bit of height between them and the runway. It's like just a few minutes added on to the arrival times of those inbound DHL aircraft this evening. Now, the next arrivals should be Jet2 services in from Tenerife and Fuerteventura. The usual RVL in from the Isle of Man this evening. And then hopefully followed by the Chewy 737 in from Gran Canaria. The Tenerife service, though, should be the first to arrive, followed very shortly by the service in from Fuerteventura, around 30 minutes now before they both arrive. Just heading towards the coast of Anglesey, routing down to Chester, Stoke-on-Trent, and then into East Midlands. The Chewy service just approaching the south coast of Ireland now. That one around 60 minutes out. Let's see if we can find that Fuerteventura service. That one just approaching the Isle of Wight now. Just off the east coast of the Isle of Wight, around 30 minutes or so before that one lands in this evening. So not too long before we see those inbound aircraft on to 09 this evening. Another clear night at East Midlands. So the cloud is keeping off for now, and it's not as misty or as foggy as it was on Tuesday evening. Had quite a bit drenched on Tuesday's stream. I realised the amount of moisture in the air, especially when we're slightly under cover as well. The umbrella above us, trying to keep some of that heat in, much as we can anyway. Try and trap a bit of that above us. And all the equipment well wrapped up to keep any of that moisture and hopefully a lot of the cold out. The equipment gives off a small bit of heat, so it helps to just take that edge off underneath the cover. But the humidity was quite something on Tuesday's stream. Everything was quite literally drenched afterwards. Every metal or fabric surface was very wet to the touch. That's with thanks to the volunteers again at the aeropark allowing us in this evening. A couple of the guys have stayed on especially for us to stream this evening, so very grateful to those. The aeropark is open this weekend as well. Saturday and Sunday will be open this weekend. So if you do fancy coming down, there are a few aircraft movements, inbound and outbound. And the weather doesn't look too bad, so if you're in the area or planning something, definitely give the aeropark a look at. So if you want any details about the aeropark, they're all in the link beneath the stream details this evening. Just pan around quickly onto this aircraft, making its way to the runway. There you go, that one is safely up and away. A lot of noise from those engines there. You can see the other 747 just in the distance. I believe this one may have made its way in earlier this afternoon. Let's have a look. I think this one was the one in from Astana. Sure, Ryan has got some detail on that for us. Yeah, we'll carry on back to DHL apron there. Let's take a quick look at the terminal over there. Quite quiet this evening. I'll catch up with those inbound Jet2 and Chua aircraft as they make their way up this evening. As soon as we do, we'll watch them onto stand. There we go, so quite empty for the time being. Hopefully that should fill up in a short while. Just pan across back to that standing. Sorry for the blow. Thanks to everybody joining us again this evening. It's good to have you with us on the stream. It's our second stream of the week. Second cold evening stream of the week. Been quite fortunate so far to have kept quite dry. So I've not had to experience any rain as of yet. I fully expect that is to come. As long as it's dry, the cold isn't too bad. It's a bit slippery underfoot, but hopefully I don't end up down there. I've just moved slightly further across the mound this evening as well. I'd try another position on Tuesday, but just couldn't get the angle right for panning, so it was a bit jittery. So don't mind the cold too much, as long as the wet stays off. Not too long before any of the inbound aircraft appear this evening. Let's just have a quick check of where they are. And just excuse me for a couple of minutes. Yeah, one of the volunteers just making the work to us now. Let's just pause on that DHL for a minute. We're still live, but just excuse me for a couple of minutes.
Down there then?
Yeah, I think that's the just a few people in the chat saying they just went to Cardiff early with an engine issue.
Fine. Yeah. Starts next week. All the airplanes start arriving at Waddington. Got 6 Saudi F-15 Eagles coming in.
Okay.
3 Rafales from France.
Yep.
And 3 Turkish F-16s coming in.
Fairly busy then. Fairly busy. Be good to see that.
Hopefully we might see some more planes coming in a bit.
Yeah, they're on the way. A couple of DHLs just a bit delayed. One's in from Cincinnati, and the other in from JFK. Yeah, probably about 20-30 minutes out now, so not too long to wait.
Probably just coming over near Derby then.
Yeah, I don't think they're too far out at all. I think there's another 3, a couple of Jet 2s, and the Chewy making its way up as well, so shouldn't be too long at all to wait for those.
That's a good qualified torch, isn't it?
Yes, good one, that one. Definitely not much where you're going with that, will you?
Nope. Right, I'll let you get back to it and
no problem.
catch you in a bit.
Catch you in a bit. Should be. Do you want me to give you a shout when we're all done?
Yeah, please, yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll pack up and I'll let you know when I'm all sorted.
Okay, thanks for that.
No problem. See you in a bit. There you go. Just one of the volunteers checking we're all alright to play this evening. Just saying about Operation Cobra Warrior starting next week. I think that is a joint force exercise. I think that's advertised on a few different Facebook pages. But saying a lot of the Air Forces are sending aircraft over to Waddington next week to participate in that. So definitely be a good sight if anybody is able to catch that. Not sure on the endurance of that particular exercise, but I know there are a few posts around that I saw at the start of the year, just pre-warning of that activity. So some good spotting opportunities if anybody is out in the vicinity of Waddington. Just having a quick catch up on the chat there. Okay, it's not too far away from Waddington then, Deborah. And hello to you again, Polly. Good evening to you. Shouldn't be too long before those next arrivals now. Just a few delays on the inbounds this evening. But yeah, predominantly cargo aircraft of an evening here at East Midlands. It can be a bit sporadic with the inbound and outbound operations. We're out here while we've got the chance to stream, just give a different perspective on the operations. Not a lot of people manage to see it in an evening, especially from this point of view anyway. So it's great to be able to share that with everybody. And don't mind too much putting up with the cold. Doing it for the greater good of really growing the channel and showing everybody what the nighttime action is like here at East Midlands. So a lot of ground operations do take place. It really ramps up in the next couple of hours or so. A lot of those aircraft making their way over from the US. Got a couple of inbounds from JFK and Cincinnati making their way across at the minute. Also a few scheduled passenger services as well. It looks like the next inbound will be the Jet to Tenerife service. That one around 10 minutes out now, just approaching Uttoxeter. So we'll catch up with that one as it approaches 09 this evening, just away in the distance. Cloud cover there, just obscuring the view. Let's just take a quick pan down the rest of that DHL apron. Just have a bit of a different view. He's 757 in there. The 777 as well. So look, just the last 777 on stand there. Earlier inbound from Bengaluru. Grounds team's just busy unloading that one. So hopefully that inbound service from Tenerife will make an appearance in the next couple of minutes. And thanks for sticking with us again this evening down at East Midlands. So this time of year as well, the traffic is fairly light. As you can see, it's mainly cargo operations in the evening. But as we get closer to those summer months and the summer schedules start to come into effect, I believe in the next couple of months, around the start of April, the density of traffic should be starting to pick up. So hopefully a lot more varied movements, a lot more frequent movements as well on the airfield. But the evening streams just give us a chance to really start to build up a community down here at East Midlands, especially getting the channel on board as well. It's good to have everybody already joining us and seeing all the support for the channel as well. So thank you very much to everybody who's made that possible for us down here at the airport, especially to all the volunteers down at the aeropark as well. Really made a difference to how we can stream and stream in some relative safety and comfort as well around the airport. All the amenities available to us, and all the generosity of the volunteers as well, helping us out to make this possible. Yeah, and just saying in the chat there, it is Stephen Simon this evening sticking around. So very big thanks to those guys as well. So hopefully that 737 should be making an appearance. And it looks like a tiny speck of light in the distance. Looks like it's making its way down towards us now. So we'll just let that one approach for another minute or so. Just a bit too far out to keep focus on properly. Apologies for any bouncing around on the image as well. The umbrella above us just flitting around ever so slightly in the wind. So there's not much of a wind here this evening. Just gentle breeze sweeping across the airfield. So, as this inbound Tenerife service makes its way towards us, let's just have a quick pan across and see if we can pick that one up. There we go. Looks like the service in from Future Ventura is approaching the south of Leicester now. That Cessna in from the Isle of Man just passing overhead Stoke-on-Trent. And those two DHL services in from Cincinnati and JFK making their way off the coast of Liverpool. But next to arrive will be that 737 in from Tenerife this evening. So we'll just back off this one to get it in 4 shots. There we go. Flight time of around 4 hours and 5 minutes this evening. Registration ending Hotel Juliet. Just a tiny bit of a squeak from the tyres there on touchdown. See if you can catch that one as it makes its way onto stand this evening. Just a couple of minutes whilst that vacates the runway and makes its way back towards the terminal. So the RVL Cessna making its approach into East Midlands now. Should be followed by the Jet 2 service in from Future Ventura. So while we wait for that caravan to make an appearance, pan down to the passenger terminal, catch up with that jet too as it makes its way onto stand, somewhere in the distance. So a quick zoom in. There we go, just approaching the one a bit further down the airfield. Umbrella now. Bouncy because of the wind there on the umbrella. It's also slightly picked up. See if we can get a better grip on that. Too far off from that caravan, landing onto 09 now. Just quickly pan across and watch this one in. inbound jet service, also on final approach. There you go, let's watch this one down in. And good evening to everybody joining us in the chats as well. It's good to have you with us this evening. So next inbound aircraft is the Jet2 in from Future Ventura. Flight time of around 3 hours and 50 minutes this evening. Registration ending Delta Hotel. Aircraft is around 8 years of age. So let's watch this one in this evening. It looks like the inbound DHL services aren't too far behind this one either, so not too long to wait for those to make an appearance. There you go, just should be able to see that one in the distance. I think that's the 767 in first. Double check on that though in a minute. Inbound from Future Ventura touching down there on the DHL on final. So the 767 in first from JFK this evening. Flight time of around 6 hours and 25 minutes. Maybe just a bit shy of 6 hours and 25 minutes. That one's passing through 2,200 feet now. And the 777 in from Cincinnati, similar flight time. Just over 6 hours and 40 minutes by the time it touches down. The DHL 767 registration ending Lima Papa. Airframe age of around 11 years. So we'll stick with this one now, just passing through 1,500 feet. hopefully you can see that 777 just making an appearance in the distance as well. Both aircraft now on final approach. So 767 just rolling out there, and let's watch in the 777 as it makes its way down. Yeah, thanks for everybody joining in on the chat as well, and thank you to you as well, Martin. Doing the best I can. Lost the sensation in my fingers a bit, so I'll have to get the gloves on in a minute and warm back up. Yeah, still practicing the fine arts of mastering the skill of panning. Hopefully not doing too bad so far. Just a fine art in itself, watching all the screens in front of you, making sure everything is still performing as it should. Making sure your body's performing as it should as well in the cold. Forget to move every now and again. The 777 now on final. And 777 in from Cincinnati this evening. So both of those aircraft will start making their way up towards us now. Thanks very much, Deborah and Polly. watch the 767 as it passes by us. So it can be a bit difficult with the panning, the setup that I've currently got, just to keep dry and as warm as I possibly can. The wind tends to take the umbrella. So if you think you've got everything perfectly set up, that breeze hits you and you're starting all over again. We'll get there slowly and surely, I'm sure. The 767 just vacating onto the DHL ramp there, and that 777 making its way towards us as well. That one just making its way to its stand. Let's pan across and try and get a zoomed in shot of this 777. Round. Looks like we've got the next inbound aircraft, our final approach as well. That Chewy service here from Gran Canaria. Registration ending Zulu Sierra on that one. Aircraft is 15 years of age. Flight time of around 4 hours this evening. We'll pan across and get a shot of this one as it approaches us. Inbound Chewy aircraft there. Looks like the Vulcan is just about to depart in front of us as well. There we go, and that's Vulcan taking off from 09 this evening. So looks like that 777 is still waiting on the ramp there. So quick zoom into that one. Before we do lock on that one, the earlier pipe that I took off is now inbound. There we go. So that piper just making an hour or so trip away from the airfield this evening. Up towards Worksop, over Chesterfield towards Bakewell, and then back down into East Midlands. That one is just applying its parking brakes now and shutting down its engines. We'll stick with that one for the next few minutes. Yeah, Mark, not a problem on that one. I'll just finish a few more things and I'll get back into the chat and we'll sort that out if you're happy to do that for us. So that piper is just on the downwind leg now, should I say. Just making a touch and go. So that one should reappear in the next few minutes. Unless it's off somewhere else. Well, while it is, and that 777 is just shutting down, I'm going to have a quick drink and warm my hands up, I think. Sorry, I had my microphone off there. There we go. That should be better. Yeah, just saying good to see everybody in the chat that's joining us this evening. And hello to Karen again. Good to see you all the way in Victoria in Australia. See that Piper just on final again. Pen away from that 777. I want to watch this one in. If I can find the runs. There we go. There you go. Gentle squeak on the tyres there. It touches down. Sounds like that one is straight off out again. Good evening for practicing some night flying around East Midlands. So that wind is calm enough, and the sky is clear enough this evening. Thanks for everybody joining us this evening on our Thursday stream from East Midlands. We'll be here till about 9 PM, so probably another hour and a half or so to run this evening. So if you missed any of the streams so far, do go back and have a look through. if you've missed any of our streams recently, do have a look back on the channel as well. We were last out on Tuesday evening. A few foggy arrivals, definitely a lot clearer than this evening than it was on Tuesday evening. Although it wasn't as breezy on Tuesday evening. So that's 767 starting up in front of us now. That one should be making quite a quick hop across to 09. That one off to Leipzig this evening. Registration Lima Sierra. Breeze just picking up ever so slightly, bouncing the umbrella around a bit. Sorry if there's any bouncing on the image there. Just a couple of minutes before this 767 departs out. off into the sky now. Back down on the DHL ramp. Let me sort this equipment out. There we go. Right, and with that departure now gone, I'm just going to grab something quickly to eat and drink to warm up. Just keep you on the DHL apron now. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. So that Piper making use of the weather this evening. Just passing overhead out of shot there. Just have a look at the radar. A number of services now making their way up towards East Midlands. 2 Jet 2 aircraft quickly approaching. Service in from Krakow this evening, followed by the Jet 2 service in from Lanzarote. Chewy service from also from Lanzarote. Ryanair service just over the south coast now. That one is in from Tenerife this evening. And then looks like we have the ATR just starting up in Guernsey. That's the West Atlantic ATR. So next inbound aircraft will be the service from Krakow. It's operated by Jet 2. That one is just passing through 11,600 feet now. Aircraft Registration ending Bravo Tango. Airframe is 15 years of age. So that one is about 10 minutes or so from East Midlands now. So we should have 4 arrivals in the next 30 minutes or so. Although it's not very humid this evening, temperature has definitely dropped now. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed this evening's stream so far. It's a bit difficult with the amount of traffic inbound and outbound this time of year, but hopefully there's something for everybody to have a good look at and get a different perspective on as well, especially with all the cargo operations over there. Those 2 777s currently being worked on. While we wait for that inbound service from Krakow, let's just take a closer look at those 777s. There we go. Bit of a better view of those for you there. Right, I'm just going to find my gloves for a couple of minutes, so just bear with me. Okay, there we go. Should keep warm now, hopefully. Piper making another approach. See if we can catch a close up of that one. Sounds like it's off again. Very much enjoyed himself this evening. So a check on the radar as to the whereabouts of that Jet 2 service. Just approaching Burton-on-Trent now, so around 5 minutes or so. Yeah. Cloud just obscuring the view in the distance. So when the weather is clear, you've got a pretty much good view of all three counties, Nottinghamshire, Derbyshire and Leicestershire from this vantage point. I can pretty much watch the aircraft approaching right past the south of Leicester in towards East Midlands. Just a shame the visibility isn't too good this evening. But we're able to catch everything on the approach anyway, so hopefully that stays the same for the duration of the stream. Looks like that aircraft is just coming into view now. And across as this one makes its approach into East Midlands this evening. And those next services not too far behind either. The service from Lanzarote around 5 minutes out, and that cheese service also in from Lanzarote just about 10 minutes or so now, just overhead the we're just passing overhead the north of Leicester. The next aircraft to land will be that Jet 2 service from Krakow, just passing through 2,200 feet now. Yeah, just catching up on a few chat messages there as well. Yeah, John, as Jeffrey just said, now you can see the passenger terminal from this point as well. Quite a good view, actually. We'll show you in just a minute after we watch this Jet 2 aircraft in. The next aircraft inbound from Lanzarote, that Jet 2 737, just turning on to its final approach as well. There you go, that Jet 2 service in from Krakow. And just to show you the passenger terminal there, John, great vantage point of that area of the airfield too. If you want to see that in the daylight, we did stream a couple of weeks ago when we had the Chewy 787 drop in, as it picked up passengers for ferrying them across to Barbados. Just a charter flight across to Barbados for cruisers, I think. And that one was parked on the stand right in front of us there. So if you did miss that, do go back and have a look at East Midlands in the daytime. Should hopefully get some more daytime streams scheduled in as well. The next aircraft to arrive is that Jet 2 service in from Lanzarote. That one now making its way down to runway 09. Thanks, Polly. I think I've warmed my hands up a bit, so hopefully not a lot more shaking this evening. And the Chewy service also in from Lanzarote, just about to turn on to final as well. So you can just make it out in the distance there. Looks like it's just about to line up with the Jet 2. The Jet 2 service here from Lanzarote there, and our final approach just a couple of minutes out now. Here's the Chewy service in from Lanzarote also. And a number of inbounds now to East Midlands. We've got the Ryanair service here from Tenerife around 10 minutes out. The DHL 757 here from Reykjavik about 15 minutes out. The West Atlantic 737 here from Aberdeen, so around 30 minutes out. The Maersk service in from Belfast, also 30 minutes out, and just in front of that's the DHL 767 in from Cincinnati. The West Atlantic ATR making its way up from Guernsey now. That one is around 30 minutes out also. That wind just buffeting us ever so slightly. Let's get back on track. The Chewy service in from Tenerife there. So while we're looking at this angle of the airfield, so a quick look at the operations over there. It's inbound Jet 2 there from Lanzarote. Chewy just vacating runway 09 now. Should be making its way up in the next couple of minutes. Just take a closer look over there. See if we can catch any of these disembarking this evening. So the view slightly obscured I'll be disembarking from the left-hand side of the aircraft. You should be able to get a good close-up look anyway. And the Chewy should be joining anytime soon. Do a quick look across. There we go. Making its way towards the apron now. That one probably obscured with the various ground ops equipment. Another aircraft on stand this evening. We'll see where this one ends up though. Straight in front of the terminal for that Chewy there. So quick look at the Jet 2. There's all the ground equipment just moving in so everybody can disembark. I'm sure they're all glad to be back in the cold this evening. Thanks again to everybody joining us this evening at East Midlands. And everybody who's hit that like button this evening as well, thank you very much. If you're new to joining us this evening at East Midlands, do consider subscribing. There's a lot more action to come from us. Or if you're just joining us, you are welcome to stay and watch. The DHL 757 on final now, so we'll pan across and watch this one in. Flight time on this one, just shy of 2 hours and 25 minutes. Aircraft in from Reykjavik this evening. Age on this airframe, 36 years of age. And the Ryanair in from Tenerife, just turning on to final approach as well, behind the 757. And we'll catch up with that 757 as it makes its way past us in the next few minutes. Next aircraft inbound though is that Jet 2 service in from Tenerife. Yeah, you alright? Alright? Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Keep him warm. Just watching this next one in. So they've probably got about another 50 minutes or so. Just a few more inbounds. Yeah, everybody seems to be enjoying it so far. A bit more action at this time of an evening.
7.6 was it?
7.5 that one.
7.
Yeah. So just passing through 1,100 feet now. That Ryanair in from Tenerife. .737 Max, 5 years of age on this one. Delivered in November 2019. So let's just persevere with the wind. It's knocking us about slightly. Just a few seconds from touching down now. Catch up with that 757 after we watch this one in. There you go, that service in from Tenerife, flight time just over 4 hours this evening. That DHL 757 just passing in front of us now. Try and dampen the tripod. Just to keep that buffet in on. Yeah, let's get a closer view of that 757 this evening. So that wind just picking up ever so slightly. A lot of it just being a lot of air just being blown around by those engines. The marshal alert there, just bringing that one to a stop. Lock off there. Just get a bit closer to that one. There we go. So regular visitor to the streams, that service in from Reykjavik this evening. Next inbound is the DHL 767 in from Cincinnati. That one has got about 5 minutes left to run this evening. That one's followed by the Maersk 767 in from Belfast. And then the West Atlantic 737 in from Aberdeen. The ATR still making its way up, heading towards Oxford now. Just west of Reading. Catch up with that 767 as it approaches East Midlands this evening. Just a couple of minutes for that one. Cincinnati, this one. The JFK came in a couple of hours ago, just a bit delayed. Yeah, not too long for that one.
Yeah, we might get a couple of everything's screaming over in a bit.
Maybe. In the area.
But they're on them laptops.
Are they? Keep an eye out for that one then.
Go down there where there is that's coming in.
Good stuff. No problem. Catch you in a bit. Thank you very much. There you go. Simon just checking up on us, making sure we're all alright up here this evening. And that's 767 inbound from Cincinnati this evening. Just a couple of minutes out now. That one there is on its final approach. Yeah, thanks for everybody joining in on the chat this evening. Apologies that I've been a bit in and out. It's a bit of juggling act, managing all this on your own, especially when it's cold as well. So thank you to everybody entertaining yourselves in between, and thanks to Deborah as well for moderating this evening. So yeah, we'll get better at jumping in and out of the chat. Just a bit of a challenge trying to keep yourself warm and keep your eyes on all of the screens as well at the same time, as well as managing the camera. Thanks for everybody's support anyway. It's most appreciated. Let's have a quick look at that 767 on its final approach now. There we go. So it is there somewhere. Flight time on this one, just shy of 7 hours, about 6 hours and 55 minutes this evening. Registration on this one ending Lima Kilo. Airframe is 12 years of age. DHL 767 here from Cincinnati this evening. And joining it imminently is the Maersk service in from Belfast. It is out there somewhere, just not got landing lights on yet. Maybe we'll just to pick it up in the centre of the screen now. So we'll watch for those lights coming on. So the one is still got a couple of minutes or so to run. Knock the tripod up because that wind is picking up. Thanks, Polly. So we're now contented with the mud underneath your feet that I've created this evening. And we're sliding around a bit. There go, those lights now coming on. And that aircraft gradually making its way towards us. Hopefully we'll be connected again anytime soon when you get in the picture. So missing that 767 now, unfortunately. The signal just dropped out for us. Yeah, well, inbound 767 there in from Cincinnati. We will catch the next aircraft inbound in just a couple of minutes. There you go, we'll reset again. So apologies for that, everybody. Technology, unfortunately, dropping out on us. Hopefully that connection is established again. The West Atlantic 737 in from Aberdeen. Next aircraft to land into East Midlands this evening. All audio should be back online as well. The West Atlantic 737 in from Aberdeen. Audio down ever so slightly. There we go. Should get rid of some of that background noise. So apologies for that drop out there. It's a bit unexpected. We're back online as soon as you possibly can be. One of the downsides from streaming with mobile data, unfortunately. Whoops. Off there. So just the West Atlantic ATR left to run. Now on this evening stream, in terms of arrivals anyway, should I say, sorry. Few aircraft that are scheduled to depart. The DHL 777 after Leipzig, that is due out at 25 to 9, so hopefully in the next 5 minutes or so. Tenerife service off, Ryanair service off to Tenerife, that is due out at 8:30, and the DHL 777 and 767 both off to Cincinnati. We didn't manage to catch those on the last stream. I think they were running just a slightly behind schedule. So we'll see where we end up on this evening stream. So we'll probably run for the next 30 minutes or so. No more dropouts forecasted. So all should be good. Thanks for staying with me anyway. West Atlantic just making its way towards us now. So let's have a pan across and catch that one. You can really see the size comparison there between that 747 and a 737. So quite a substantial difference there. Another regular was on our streams, the West Atlantic 737 registration ending Uniform Zulu. That particular airframe is coming up to, it is 31 years of age this month, first entering into service in 1994. And the 777 now pushing off stand. Pan around and catch that one. So the 777 off to Leipzig this evening, registration ending Lima Papa. Aircraft coming up to 4.5 years of age. So one of the newer 777s in the DHL fleet. And that West Atlantic ATR on final approach now. Just a couple of minutes before we see that one touch down. That West Atlantic, just a minute or so from touching down now. And the West Atlantic ATR in from Guernsey this evening. So let's go back across to the DHL apron. That 777 just waiting to taxi out now. Let's get a closer shot of that one as it makes its way towards 09 now. Just keeping my eye on the chat there. Hello to everybody just joining us. The East Midlands planespotter, yeah, we're in the aeropark this evening. We've been streaming from the aeropark for a few weeks now. We're working with the volunteers down here who have kindly allowed us in to stream from within the aeropark outside of normal hours. So not normally accessible to the public at these times. but we're helping the volunteers out down here on an evening, streaming from within the aero park. So it's with special permission from all the volunteers here. So if you want to see any of our other streams from within the aero park over the past couple of weeks, do go back on the channel and have a look through. Keep on this DHL 777, just battling the wind ever so slightly to keep a steady shot, but we'll keep on it. That wind really picking up now, so apologies for any movement on the image. Gonna try and balance that out. So that wind just picking up there, so apologies for any movement. It seems to be having a lot of fun taking the equipment with it. Next to depart is the 777 out to Leipzig. There we go. Just lock that off there. See if you can alter the angle of this umbrella, stop it moving around as much. There we go. Yes, so to anybody with any concerns about why we're in here this evening, we are in here legitimately. Yeah, we've not skipped the fence or anything like that. We're not outside racing up and down Deesworth Road either, like a lot of people seem to be this evening. We're in here legitimately with the permission of the volunteers at the aero park. Stuart, the PR manager down here, kindly invited us in to stream from within the aero park. So hopefully that's quashed any concerns anybody had about our legitimacy this evening. Now, we've been streaming in here for a couple of weeks now. It's a really nice space actually, and it has a lot of good vantage points. I'm sure a lot of you watching will be familiar with the air park. So it's really really good to be in the air park. It's a really nice, clean environment. It's really well looked after as well. So if you are considering doing anything this weekend, definitely come and pay the air park a visit. It's well worth the trip down. There's a lot of aircraft on static display as well. So there's something for everybody to have a look at in here. Debris, yeah, that's not a problem. Can do that now. If you're happy with that, Mark, just let me know, and I shall put you down as a moderator as well. So just final few minutes of the stream this evening. We're ignoring for another 10 minutes or so. Just waiting to see if we can catch any of those final departures this evening. But we will be ending in the next 10 minutes or so. So just to pre-warn everybody there. And the DHL Airport looking quite full this evening now. Just take a closer look of the aircraft in front of us. Triple 7 just being closed up in front of us there. And it looks like we might catch one final inbound this evening, the Maersk Air making its way down from Edinburgh. That will probably be our final arrival on this evening's stream. And it will get packed up and go and get in the warm. thanks to everybody that's joined us this evening again from the aeropark. So we don't usually have as much noise from outside. It seems to be a particular noisy evening with everybody racing up and down the road behind us. So apologies if that has come over on the stream. Tried to turn the sound down as much as we can, but it just spoils the atmosphere really. It makes it a bit more difficult for me as well, trying to keep tabs on everything. A lot of distractions behind you, but thank you to everybody who's stuck with us and watched this evening. Your support is very much appreciated, and to the volunteers as well, Simon and Steve, who have stuck around this evening to let me in and kick me out in the next few minutes or so as well. But hopefully we should see some movement on the ramp anytime soon, fingers crossed. And I've had the similar scenario on the last stream as well. The schedule's just run over ever so slightly. We had to end this stream at about 9 PM. So we unfortunately missed those aircraft departing. But if we don't, that Maersk is on its way in now. Yeah, no, thank you as well, Deborah, for moderating the chat this evening. There we go. Mark, you should be a moderator now as well. Hopefully. Yeah, thank you to everybody joining. We should be back out next week again. We'll try to stick on a Tuesday and Thursday stream. Now, details of that one up on the channel. But Maersk 767 just coming into view now, making its final approach into East Midlands. Up and across and watch this one in. If we can keep that wind off us. There we go. So the Maersk will probably be the last aircraft on tonight's stream. I promised the airport would be all finished up for 9 o'clock, and these guys are giving up their time for us this evening to be able to put on this stream. So it's only too right that we let them get off as well. So we'll watch this last aircraft in, and then we'll make our preparations to pack up. That wind is really picking up now as well, so just a little difficult to keep everything stable. But thanks to everybody who's joined us this evening, all you returner subscribers and new subscribers as well. Thank you very much for joining us at the airport this evening. It's great to see you all again. We should hopefully see you next week. We'll schedule the streams in hopefully for next Tuesday and Thursday again. Hopefully this wind stays off, because it's playing havoc with the stability of this umbrella at the minute. And there we go, that last aircraft into East Midlands this evening, the Maersk in from Edinburgh. So thank you very much to everybody who joined us this evening from East Midlands Airport. It's been great to have you all with us again. Thank you for everybody who's joining with the chat. Thank you to Deborah, who's moderated for us this evening. We should hopefully be out again next week, and we'll keep you all posted on that. So for the time being, thank you very much, everybody, and we'll end the stream there. We'll see you next time. Thank you very much.